15-year-old pupil who allegedly stabbed a fellow pupil to death at school has been arrested today. It's understood that two grade 8 pupils were fighting. The stabbing apparently happened while a disciplinary committee was dealing with a fight involving 3 other pupils at the Poloso Secondary School. eNCA reporter Lindokuhle Xulu has been following that story and he joins me now. Hello, Linda. This is so troubling about what is going on in our schools. Tell me more about the arrest, when and how it happened, and what the Gauteng Education MEC has told you today.
Well, Sally, we understand from the South African Police Services that the pupil that is alleged to have stabbed the other pupil that we've identified now as Kayam Mgwai was in fact did hand themselves over last night through his father. We do understand that his father is the one that brought him to a police station in Alexandra. But I can tell you that today we were at the school, we were trying to get a sense of what really has happened. But the troubling thing is that while we are seeing this violent incident at schools, we do know that there was security there. There are security patrollers as well. But the troubling thing is that even after having a meeting of about an hour and 30 minutes, the MEC says he is still unclear as to what exactly happened, what transpired that led to the killing of the death of that grade 8 pupil. But he said that he is following up, and one of the things that he's found with engaging with some of those people that were in that particular meeting when he was meeting with the parents, rather with the school as well as other school stakeholders such as the SGP and those that are providing security. He says that he has seen that there are underlying issues at the school that he needs to attend to, and this is unfortunately one incident that has unraveled that there are issues in the school that are coming from the community that might need to be dealt with. But let's take a listen to the MEC of Education in Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi, just giving us a sense of some of the findings that are, of course, excluding what led to the death of a grade 8 pupil.
It always hurts me that I have to visit a school where a body was removed rather than visit a school where we are congratulating a child that has done well. It pains me a lot. That is why I'm on my way to visit the family of the deceased so that I can personally convey the pain that I'm going through, and obviously they are going through that pain. I just had a long meeting with the school leadership, the school management led by the principal, the school governing body led by their leadership, the learner representatives led by the president of the Learner Representative Council, as well as community organizations. And I'm saddened that after almost 1.5 hours, I don't have answers of what happened. What I know is accusations of drugs in the school, accusations of gangsterism, accusations of poor management.
As the MEC says, you know, there are so many questions around this. How did a child manage to get a knife onto school property? What do we know about what triggered this fight, what happened, how it was allowed to get to this point? Because it's clear that there's a lot of rumours, a lot of speculation flying around. What have you been able to establish?
Well, Sally, your first question is how was a weapon in school? I can tell you that from the parents, when we spoke to them, they're saying that a friend close to the deceased did explain to them that there was a fight at school. It's still unclear what the fight was all about, but we understand that police will be investigating exactly that, as the pupil is set to appear tomorrow at Alexandra Magistrates Court. But I can tell you that from the story that we've been narrated, the pupil that is suspected to have stabbed the grade 8 pupil, the other pupil, had in fact jumped out of the school premises to go home, fetch a knife and come back and stab that pupil that is now deceased. But in terms of the police, they are saying that at this stage they are treating everything as an investigation. They will be speaking to some of the pupils that were involved in terms of what really led to this fight and what exactly happened. But at this stage they have someone in custody who is a minor, and they're saying that they'll be doing more investigations to get to the bottom of what really happened leading up to the death of one pupil. But let's take a listen to Mavela Masondo, Captain Mavela Masondo, the spokesperson for the Gauteng South African Police Services, giving us a sense of what they'll be investigating when it comes to this particular case.
It is alleged that the suspect, who is a 15-year-old learner, was fighting with other learners inside the school premises. It was during break time. So he then ran into the classroom. He returned with a sharp object. Is then that he stabbed another learner who collapsed inside the school premises, and the paramedics were called and they certified this learner dead. We then started looking for the suspect, because soon after the incident he ran away. So we spent the whole afternoon looking for him. He was nowhere to be found. But later in the evening he was brought to the police station by the father. We then had to charge him with murder. He was taken to a place of safety. We are expecting him to appear at Alexandra Magistrate Court tomorrow, facing a charge of murder.
Tragic story. Teenager arrested for allegedly stabbing another teenager on school property. And thank you very much to our reporter Lindokuhle Xulu for that story.